See, we all must be amused, that's why we make the rules. Well, the Shakers got the money now. Hey, how's everyone doing? Hope you're having a good day. I'm going to be doing a tutorial for Sorry Kid by Ben Howard. I just recorded my cover of this today, but still felt, the creative spark and wanted to make another video and figured I could help you guys out with learning this song because it's a really fun song to play and it's actually really easy. There's not much to learn. It's a lot of just looping. And also if you've learned Rookery by Ben Howard, it's going to be super simple because all of the picking is incredibly similar, if not identical, to the patterns from Rookery. So let's start off with the tuning. The tuning for the song, and I've been defaulting to Dadgad for all of Ben Howard's songs recently just as a starting point because that's generally what his songs are played in right now. But this one is slightly different. It's not quite Dadgad. There's one note that's actually dropped. So instead of D-A-D, G-A-D, we have D-A-C, G-A-D. So that fourth string is dropped to a C. So I'll play all the strings open without a capo for you just so you can tune to my guitar. I'm not actually sure if I'm 100%, at A440 right now, but use this just for a relative tuning here. And here's that deviation, ready? So there's that C. Here's a chromatic tuner, tune to my guitar. Do whatever you wish, it'll work. So now you're gonna get a capo, and the capo is on the 5th fret covering just the high 5 strings. The low string should be left entirely open, so altogether the guitar should ring like this with the capo on. It's an interesting tuning that I have not seen before. I haven't seen anyone use this, but what Ben has done with it is truly beautiful. This song is so nice. It's one of my favorites from Collections from the Whiteouts. Fantastic song. So let's start off with the first shape. Very easy. You can kind of think of it, if you know in standard tuning how to play a C major 7, it's the exact same shape as that. So we have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string and our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and that is it. Now for the pattern, exact same as Rookery's pattern in the verses. So I will teach that to you now. So it is 6, then we're pausing, then plucking 5, 4, so, all right, 6, 5, 4, and then 6, 3, 6, 5, 4, 6, pause, 5, 4, 6, 3, 5, 4, 6, pause, 5, 4, 6, 3, 5, 4. And that pretty much stays the same throughout the verse. There's one slight variation that I will show you in a minute, but that's basically it. Play that twice, and then we're going to move on to the second shape of the verse. Almost the same as the first one. We're just going to drop our index finger onto the, relative to capo, the 2nd fret of the low string. Technically the 7th fret, but we're going to worry about relative to capo right now. It's just a little easier to digest. So it's the exact same pattern there. You play both of those twice. So the first shape to the second. All right, now we're gonna move our ring finger up to the 7th fret on the 5th string, have our index on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and our pinky on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So exact same pattern. There's a slight variation coming up, so we're only going to play that pattern once for this. So the picking pattern for this shape, again, changes just a little bit. So instead of going 6, 5, 4, we're actually going to go 6, pause, 5, 3. All right? And then we're doing 6, 4, 6, 5. So all together with that part of this, we have that first Rookery pattern, and then we move up to, so it's just a little different, shouldn't be too difficult to digest, but, so all together so far, I'll play what we have. Play that twice, play that twice, once, different pattern. There we go. Now we're going to move our pinky back down to the 7th fret and put our middle finger onto the 6th fret of the low string. So it's a very dissonant sounding chord, but in the right context, a very pretty chord. And now we're back to that rookery pattern. Just play it twice, just like the first two shapes. And that's the whole verse. One little tip, and don't worry about this too much if you're still getting used to the pattern and just trying to get the chords into your head, but when you're going up to this, to the shape up here, it's nice to slide that 5th string. It just sounds nice for the song. Just kind of press down hard with it when you're moving up. It's a nice sound. You can slide it back down too. So that's the whole verse, and now we're going to move on to the chorus. All right, so the chorus, this lovely, lovely chorus, which is such an amazing moment in this album. We have a shape that is used a lot in Dadgad. It's used in towing the line as well, if you've learned that. The shape should come very naturally, but even if you haven't, it's still a very easy shape. So on the 3rd fret of the 5th and 6th string, and with the 4th string open, and the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So that chord, so we kind of have that duplicated note there. And it's the same rookery pattern. And that's leading right up to the chorus. So we come straight from this section, and I'm going to show you how that transition goes. Ready? It's such a nice sound, isn't it? Okay, so we have this, and then this is where you start singing the chorus. So we're going to go up to the 10th fret on the 5th and 6th string, and this is another section that's very similar to something in rookery, but just that sort of run up at the start of the verse in rookery, that's kind of how this pattern is. So we're just doing 6, pause, 5, 4, and that's it. And we're going to do that same thing, but move this shape down to the 5th fret. Well, the shaker's got, right? So from here, and now up to the 7th fret, but we're going to add our index finger onto the 3rd string on the 5th fret. And instead of going 6, 5, 4, we're doing the same pattern but with 6, 5, 3. Right? So, and then back down to that first shape from the chorus. Played it twice. So all together we have this. And now we have a slight variation in the chorus where we're up at that, what was it, 10th fret? Right? Down to the 5th, to that 7th fret shape. And then the slight variation here is we're going to move our middle finger up to the 9th fret on the low string, but our ring finger is still going to be on that 10th fret. So we have, and then back down to the first shape. And one thing to note when coming from this shape, you want to try to slide at least that 3rd string down. So, I don't know, this down to there. It sounds nice. Don't worry about that if you're struggling. Just play it however is comfortable for you. But that does sound very nice with the song. So I'll play it once more all together. Now in terms of where you play which version of the chorus, because that's obviously two different variations. So for the first run, we're playing that first one, of course. Well, the shaker's got the money now. And then we're doing the second one. The movers and the shaker. But then for the next two, we're just playing the first version of it. So they're buying up the big lots now. What a girl to take it. and then the last one we're playing that other variation of it. So, what a girl to take it. And then we play this shape and that last run 3 times. But then what I do is I just go 6, 5, and I hit the 3rd string, and then I pull off, and then I hit it again. And, you know, then you can hit the 4th string open if you'd like to, so altogether that... Right? Right, and then we move right back into the verse. Fake it, if you will. She's finding it hard. She likes them in chords. I'll get lost playing this song if I don't stop me. Someone stop me. I'm not gonna do it myself. It's too much fun to play. And in terms of the bridge, it's the exact same as the verse. So, you know, we have this. And she needs it bad. Well, everybody has a friend like that. And right back down to the chorus, and that basically all repeats. The only other thing you need to know is that for the end of the song, it just fades out on the first 2 chords of the verse. So, yeah, that's about it. It's a very easy song, as I was saying. If you need anything clarified, I often feel like I'm not good at explaining things, and I feel bad because I want you guys to be able to play this. So just let me know if there's anything that I haven't explained well enough or that needs to be clarified. I'll try my best to answer your questions. I know I still owe you guys a Follies Fixture tutorial. I will get that out. Don't worry, it is coming. I want to do a cover of Buzzard, then I'll do a tutorial on that. That'll obviously be very easy. And anything else? I mean, I obviously have other videos I'm working on. Of course I do. Come on now. Come on now. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really hope this tutorial helped, because I do get very self-conscious about these tutorials and thinking they're not very helpful or that I'm terrible at explaining them. But anyway, thank you all so much. I really appreciate the support. You guys are really the best, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good one.